Welcome back to the channel. This is the player ratings video. In this video, I will be going over and giving a little bit of context to every single player, but also looking at the data and giving them a rating out of 10. Please play along with me. If you would like to get involved, stick your comments and your ratings for each player, and let me know if you agree or disagree with mine at the end. We'll start with Bayindir in net, and it's a 4 out of 10. Brentford's plan was probably to force United into hurried long distribution and then look for the second ball and then get deliveries into the box. Bayindir's kicking under pressure often went long, and it invited those second ball fights, which we kind of lost out to. He had a handling error for the second, and I think he did absolutely nothing to prevent the first. So Bayindir gets a 4 out of 10. Matty gets a 7 out of 10. He ended up doing a lot of last-ditch work in a back three that was probably exposed by transitions and the midfield being underloaded. He had 10 clearances, 7 block shots, 3 tackles, 9 duels, which he won 6 of. He had very good ball security with 53 passes attempted, 51 completed, 96%. The raw defensive volume is huge from him, and he was clean on the ball with it. I thought he was exposed a little bit as a wide centre-half in ways that he probably wouldn't be as a central centre-half, and I think even the second goal probably doesn't happen if he's in the centre of the pitch rather than the wide centre-half. I think he defends so aggressively. I think he would have dealt with that, whereas everyone that was in the centre of the park just watched it. Harry Maguire, it's a 4. Brentford went direct early, and United's back line struggled for depth control. He was lazy and recognised far too late why he was nearly 10 yards into his own half and not close enough to Thiago confuses me, to be honest. His aerial work helped, but ultimately it wasn't good enough. 5 clearances, 5 blocks, 7 duels. He won 4 of those. He won, of which that was all aerials. He didn't win a single one on the ground. His passing was not great. 25 out of 31 passes. He was very reactive rather than proactive in his defending, and that was highlighted by the first goal. And the first goal set the tone for the entire game. So it's a 4 out of 10 for Harry. It's a 4.5 for Luke Shaw. Left side centre-half in the free. He had to manage Sharda's side and the channel in behind the wing-back. He had an error leading to a shot, and it typified a quite nervy day. He was worse with the ball than he typically is. 47 out of 57, 82%. You normally get a lot more out of Luke Shaw than that. He had 4 clearances, 2 blocks, only 1 tackle. He had 4 duels and he only won 1. He lost possession 15 times, and he had 3 out of 5 long balls. He was involved, but it was below par, and he didn't really offer anywhere near enough aggression or high-level defending. So it was a poor showing from Luke Shaw. I've been thinking a lot lately about how much of our personal lives are online, and I'll be honest with you, it absolutely terrifies me. We are constantly inputting data, from buying a takeaway to checking our bank account and even watching a live stream. But with the constant stream of news about phishing scams, about data leaks in the UK, honestly, it's a genuine concern. Careless clicking could leave you exposed to anything. And that's where Surfshark VPN comes in. They have been a trusted partner of mine for a long time, and they are also the sponsor of today's video. And it's more than just a VPN. It's a comprehensive security tool that gives me peace of mind. It protects all my data and my location, even as a feature that alerts me if my personal details show up in a data breach. That is massive. For a limited time, users can get 4 extra months for free by heading to surfshark.com/Howson or by using my code Howson, that's HOWSON. With Surfshark, you get a suite of tools for your total protection. They've got an antivirus and alert feature that monitors your devices and notifies you if your personal info has been compromised. They have a bypasser and split tunneling features, which lets you choose which apps the VPN uses for maximum flexibility and control. And one account can protect an unlimited number of devices, meaning that you don't have to choose between your phone, your laptop. All of them are covered. Don't wait for a data leak to happen. Stay proactive with your online security. Get 4 months extra free at surfshark.com/Howson or with the code HOWSON. That is Howson, HOWSON at the checkout. Stay private, stay secure, and take control of your data. Delo, a 5 out of 10. From right wing back, he did offer some decent delivery. From United, he had 3 key passes. 3 crosses, only 1 was accurate though. 37 out of 43 passes, which is not bad. He had 1 interception, 1 clearance, 2 duels, only won the 1. But there's got to be a lot more work out of him defensively. So 5 out of 10 for Delo. Bruno, so 4 out of 10 for Bruno as well. Using the pivot, underloaded, 2 against 3 with Brentford's midfield. And that structural underload totally blunted his output with the ball, and he exposed him defensively. The missed penalty in the 76th minute was absolutely the hinge of the game. 78% pass completion, 54 out of 69, 11 long balls, 5 accurate, 1 key pass, 5 clearances, 4 blocks, lost possession 18 times. He had quite a heavy defensive workload, but that's not why Bruno Fernandes is on the pitch. He is in the wrong role in this team. Simple as that. Ugarte is a 5.5. He was firefighting in a 2-man midfield against a 3-man midfield with Bruno being Bruno and vacating that area at times. 3 tackles, 4 clearances. He was involved in 10 duels, of which he won 6. 27 out of 32 passes, which ain't bad. 1 dribble attempt, which wasn't successful. He did a lot of screening, but he can't do it on his own, and he's completely outnumbered in there. So 5.5 out of 10 for Manuel Ugarte. Dorgu, I'm going to say 6.5 out of 10. Defended the flank, and he coped with a lot of work. His defensive output is outstanding. 21 duels he was involved in. He won 12 of them. 7 clearances, 3 block shots, 2 tackles. His passing wasn't amazing. 20 out of 27 passes. Nearly as many passes as duels. What the fuck is that about? I've never seen that. Never once. 3 dribble attempts, only 1 of those was successful. He drew 5 fouls. He was tireless. And he absolutely stood up to the physical battle, one of the few that did. But there does have to be a little bit more product coming out of him. He is involved far too much for the output that we get. 21 duels. Mental. I've never seen that. I've never seen more duels than passes. More duels he attempted than, passes complete. I've never seen it. It's insane. Mbuemo, 5.5. He was drifting wide. He did supply a volume of crosses, 7. Only 2 of those were accurate. His pass completion wasn't great, but I lament Ahmad for his pass completion being so high. I'm not going to lament Mbuemo's for his being so low, especially when he makes 3 key passes. He was trying to make things happen, but he did take no shots. He was involved in 10 duels. He won 3 of them. Again, not a massive drama because a lot of that is him trying to put pressure on people, but he was dribbled past twice. That I don't like, which is why it's a 5.5. I want to see him getting involved more. He could have been the one that was putting the ball away in that. Obviously, he won the penalty. That was a big moment. Probably would have got a shot off if that hadn't have happened, but he didn't, and he didn't. Cunha, probably the better out of the 2 10s, but still quite wasteful. 91% pass completion, 21 out of 23. Real nice sort of short passing game from him. 1 key pass, 1 shot on target, 1 off, 2 got blocked, 1 free fouls. He was involved in 12 duels. He won 5, which is not bad. He was tidy and he was busy, but there's got to be a little bit more quality out of the entire forward 3. Actually, just a little bit more quality from all of them. Was their first time playing together, so I'm not going to hammer them for it, but there does have to be a little bit more quality coming from them. Sesko, probably United's man of the match. He gets a 90, which is probably good for him. 1 goal, 4 shots on target, 2 big chances missed, which came just before his goal, actually. 26 touches, 9 out of 16 passes, 7 duels, 3 won, which was all aerials. He won all 3. He won 3 out of 6 of his aerials. Defensively, he did okay as well. He had 2 clearances and 2 blocks. He was busy, he was running, he was a little bit isolated in the second half, a little bit as Brentford sat back and didn't need to be adventurous, but it was a decent little showing from him. He will be the glue which knits together Cunha and Mbuemo, and he looked a little bit more confident after getting the goal, I thought, yesterday. Subs-wise then, Mainoo got 20 minutes or so, 20 out of 24 passes. Do you know what I mean? If he's on their pitch for 90 minutes and you extrapolate that upwards, he literally gets 90 passes or 100 passes. You know, 2 long balls, 1 accurate, 1 tackle, 1 clearance, 2 duels. He did get run off for the final goal, but by that point, I think the game was beyond United anyway. He's shown that he can add tempo, dictation, and a little bit of control to the centre of the park. 6 out of 10. Lenioro, again, he got 20 minutes or so, and he got 18 out of 20 passes, 90% pass completion, 3 clearances, 2 blocks, 1 interception, 2 aerial duels, 6.5 out of 10. Came on and was busy. Helped stabilise, and a little bit of an unfamiliar position as we switched to a back 4 towards the end of the game. Xerxes, it's a 5.5 out of 10. Very late introduction, 2 out of 2 passes, 2 duels of which he won none. I don't know how he's so bad at winning duels. He is busy with it. Nearly nicked a moment, shown a little bit of interplay, but wasn't anywhere near enough for 14 minutes on the pitch. And for 10 minutes on the pitch, Mason Mount was similar. 1 tackle, 1 clearance, 4 out of 7 passes. There was effort with no impact. And that pretty much summed up a lot of United yesterday. I think there was effort, but there was no impact. It was poor. You know, it was poor. What else do you want me to say on that? It was just poor, wasn't it? Something needs to change. What's that? What's the change going to be? I don't know. But Mainoo's shown that he can deliver control. You've got to try Mainoo and Ugarte and move Bruno into a different role. You simply have to. There is no excuses for it. We can't do that again next weekend. We can't. I don't want to see Bayindir. I don't want to see a slow back line. You've got to play Lenioro. De Ligt needs to be in the centre. You've got to play a 2-man midfield. That's an actual pair of midfielders that are going to sit. Ugarte and Mainoo would be fine. Right, I'm not saying it's going to be world class, but those two will actually sit in position. Move Bruno a little bit higher up. Just do something different. Fuck's sake. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Laters. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, 5-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.